Hi, this is Judy with Happy Manatee Energy Healing. And my guides told me I needed to make this video like right now. They were just kind of pushing me. So what I'm going to do real quick is as I start this video and as it's going through, I'm going to be asking for a vibration raising to be occurring in the background while we're doing this video, along with for my subscribers, while I'm talking about the subject for the video. Hi, Teresa. So I'm going to real quick just close my eyes for a second. I'm going to ask the angelic realm, the angelic beings, to step in. And I'm also been guided to start working with a bunch of actually galactic beings. So they're going to step in along with them. And we're just going to go ahead and I'm just asking for a simple vibration raising. This isn't as much of like in-depth energy work. This is more of just raising the vibration, just a little boost for the day. Just put a smile on your face, just to help you feel a little bit grounded. We're going to do the protection, shielding, clearing, and grounding along with this. Okay. So they're already started. They're already doing that. They're working, they're pushing that energy through me. And they are sending that out through all of my subscribers. If you're interested in learning how to subscribe, check out happymanateeenergyhealing.com. And you can get all the information there. Okay. Whew, so I'm going to take a breath because this is going to keep working through me as I'm talking. I can feel very strongly. So if I get a little tongue-tied, that's probably why. Okay, so what I want to talk to you about in this video today is miracles. Okay, so we've been kind of taught that miracles have to be big things, okay? You know, parting the Red Sea, walking on water, whatever, making massive amount of fish out of, I don't know what, five fish or whatever. But miracles actually occur every time we shift our perspective and we look at something, a person, place, thing, situation, with a loving perspective. And that is the miracle. Okay. So the miracle is when we recognize our connection, which is there all the time. But when we recognize our connection, that's the miracle. Okay. So as we go through our life, and there's my cat walking, one of them walking around the background. That's Yammy. He's a goofball. Anyway, as we go through our daily life, there's miracles that are happening all around us. We just, most of the time, don't choose to see them. We're busy. We're thinking about other things. It's all normal. But the purpose of this video is just to kind of give you a shift in perspective around that. Okay, so I'm going to give you a couple things that happened to me recently that are definitely on the scale of bigger, I guess, miracles, but they were important. So one of them last week, I was actually driving my son to an NA meeting. It's Narcotics Anonymous. We deal with that. He's dealing with that. So we're driving to a meeting, and it's all the way on the other side of town. And as I'm pulling into the turn lane to pull into the parking lot where the meeting is, it's a big, kind of a big shopping area. I look over and there's a woman sitting on the sidewalk, and a gentleman walks up to her and he's talking to her, and all of a sudden she stands up. He gives her this huge hug. Okay? This huge hug. He just embraces her fully. Now, this woman was truly homeless. She was filthy. She looked like she weighed, I don't know, 70 pounds. Okay? She looked like you could just go poof, and she would blow over. She had all of her bags and belongings all stacked around her. And it was clear that this was really, truly a homeless person. Because a lot of times we see people on corners that are not truly homeless. This person was. And so as I'm sitting in the turn lane waiting to turn, he's hugging her. And what I saw when I saw that, I started crying. Because when I saw that, I saw just tremendous amounts of love. And they were both shining. They literally were both This was noon. This was like around noon. And they were both just shining, sitting there. And he pulled away from her. They finished the hug and they separated. And this was a full hug. Okay. This was not just a, hey, how you doing? Quick hug. This was truly a feeling hug. And when he pulled away from her, I could see her fully. And she had the biggest smile on her face. And she was just glowing. So the beauty of this, because I recognized that instantly as the miracle that it was given to me. And anyone around that saw that shared in that was a true miracle. It was a true exchange of soul love, of God's love. That was it right there in front of us. And I pulled into the parking lot, and I was going to park and drop my son off. And I was going to actually walk over and talk to her. But in the minute that it took me to do that, they both were gone. He was gone, nowhere to be seen. She was gone. Okay? If I had shown up 10 seconds later or 10 seconds earlier, I would not have seen that exchange between those two people. I was meant to see that. And it's funny because we were running late to get there. And I was kind of like, oh my gosh, I'm hitting lights and we're going to be a little late getting into the meeting. And Alex gets a little anxious. And I'm like, Alex, it is what it is. There's a reason that I'm being held up, that we're being held up. I don't know what it is. Well, that was it. Because my angels, my guides, they wanted me to see that. It's a true miracle that happened right in front of me. And then they were gone, like they never existed. And I had a momentary thought that I imagined it. But when it was happening, my son saw it too. And he commented on it also. So it really did happen. But I did have that momentary thought, did that really happen? Because it was just like they were gone. I walked through the parking lot. I was looking all around. They were both disappeared. So anyway, that was a true miracle to see that exchange, to see God's love right there in action. Okay. Take a breath. One other thing that happened this last Saturday, I was with my friend Debbie at a Chili's, and we had just gone to this amazing presentation by this gentleman. And his name is Saryon, if you want to look him up, Saryon, and he was awesome. Anyway, we had just gone there and we were at the Chili's eating. And across the restaurant, there was this woman with a couple of kids, and there was a gentleman with her, and I couldn't stop staring at her. I couldn't. I know her. I do not know how I know her, but I knew her, and I couldn't stop staring at her. She was covered from head to foot in tattoos. She had tattoos all over her face and piercings. The gentleman that she was with, his entire head was tattooed, arms, everything, So these were very unconventional people. Okay, these were not, kind of your run-of-the-mill average people. These were two very unconventional people. And then they had these two daughters that I could see. Well, I kept, because I don't really like to just approach strangers, but I couldn't. I got up, we went up to get up to leave, and I'd been talking to Debbie about it a little bit. I'm like, I'm not sure what to do. And she's like, well, just go up to him. And I'm like, well, I don't normally do that. But as we were getting up, I'm like thinking, I'm going to try to walk out of the restaurant. I couldn't. They were like, my guides were like, nope, you are turning and walking to that side of the restaurant, and you're going to go talk to these people. Okay. So I went over, and I just said, hi, I don't mean to interrupt your meal or whatever, but I just have to tell you I was really drawn to your energy. I was really drawn to talking to you. And so anyway, we had this whole exchange. Her great aunt came in. I had a message. It was funny because I had like a message for her daughter who was there. And her daughter's name was Penny. I had an instant connection to her, and some stuff came through for that. I'm not going to go into the details. I'll keep it private. But we ended up talking to her, to their family, for like 30 minutes. It's quite long. And she just kept smiling at me, and she just kept saying, I'm so glad you came over and talked to me. She's like, this is awesome. She just really enjoyed it. So we finished it up. And I just left it with her. I said, I don't know how I know you. I know there's some sort of a soul connection. I'm not sure what it is. But for whatever reason, I was supposed to talk to you. So that's a miracle. Okay, that was an absolute miracle. My guides put me in Chili's. We weren't supposed to go to Chili's. We were going to go eat somewhere else, and it was closed. And we ended up in Chili's. And I even was outside of the Chili's with Debbie going, I don't want to eat here. Can we eat somewhere else? And she's like, no, let's eat at Chili's. Well, okay, that was why. So I finished that up. And today I got an email from her. And she thanked me for coming and talk to him, that they're new to Orlando. And it's just, she's alone. It's just her and her girls. And she's alone. And she's a war vet. And has other things going on. So that's probably part of why. But when I saw her name in the email, I recognize her name. I don't know where I know this person from. I've been racking my brain, but I've seen her, met her, talked to her, or if it's been a dream, it could have occurred in a dream, which is what I'm starting to think, because she didn't remember me at all. So something's going on, but we were supposed to connect. Okay. And now we'll continue that connection because she needs it. She really needs to have some support behind her. She's a single mom with those two beautiful daughters, a lot of responsibility. So anyway, purpose of why they're wanting me to tell you about this is because those are two kind of bigger miracles. Those are really kind of bigger miracles. But all day long, every day, we're presented with opportunities to see small, little miracles in our lives. Okay. So for me, when I'm out and about and I look at a flower or I look at a tree and I'm reminded of God's beautiful creation, that to me is a miracle. Today at Tijuana Flats, I'm eating lunch and there's this lady, the place was empty, the lady sitting across from me with her, looked like her spouse or her partner, and they're older, and she couldn't stop staring at me all through lunch. So all I did was I just kept smiling at her. And as she walked through, she just gave me this giant smile, right? And just said, I hope you have a good day. And I said, oh my gosh, have a great day. And we just were like smiling at each other all through lunch. What a miracle that is, right? So anytime you bring in love, anytime you can project love, that's the true miracle. And then that's when all these other little things start to happen. Okay. So that's the whole purpose of this. And that's why they wanted me to talk about it. So I'm going to wind it up real quick here. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to ask all the beings that are working with us, ask them just to come on through. We're going to ask for grounding. And then I'm just going to ask for the energy to go back up through, and then just to close down crown chakra, just to make sure all chakras are balanced and closed. We're protected, shielded, cleared, and grounded. Okay, I just want to make sure I do that before we close out. So they wanted me to make this video to remind you that we have big miracles that happen in our lives, bigger. But every day we literally have, I don't even know, 100 opportunities, 50 opportunities, whatever, to see the little miracles that occur every day in our life. Okay. Holding a child, that's a miracle. Every morning when I wake up and one of my kitty cats is next to me going, meow, meow, that's a miracle. Okay. Anytime you can look at a situation and project love into it, that's the miracle. That's the true miracle. So they wanted me to share that with you today. And I hope you take away the beautiful intent behind that. Go out in the world, shine your soul light, share God's love and share your love, and you will be rewarded a millionfold. You will have no idea the influence that you can make doing that. And you will be rewarded with the kingdom of heaven on earth. So that's all I'm going to say for now. I'm going to sign off. I'm going to say blessings from Judy. And you guys go out and just have a wonderful, wonderful, beautiful day. Thank you.